Parents, welcome to the video, What are sight words? Why teach them? And how to teach them to your kids. Sight words are words that occur frequently in text and irregularly spelled words that can't be sounded out. Together, they make up 50 to 70% of all words in books for kids. Below is an example of this. The passage has 37 words, and 28 of them are sight words. Since sight words make up the majority of print in beginning readers, they need to be recognized by sight. Having kids sound out each word would be too slow and unproductive. This video will focus on the first 3 sight word lists. Each sight word list consists of 20 words. We are going to begin with sight word list 1. In this video, we are going to teach all of the sight word lists with 4 activities: flashcards, word search, scrambled letters, and highlighting. For the first activity, print list 1 words on yellow paper, cut them out, and make flashcards. Read the flashcards one at a time to kids and then with kids.
The, he, you, in, his, for, but, to, a, it.
This is a template used for the first 10 flashcards. The second activity is a word search in which kids have to identify and circle each sight word. The, in, you, a, he, but, for, it, to, his. This is a template for our next student practice page and the demonstration lesson.
To practice writing the words correctly, not to try to sound them out because we want them to recognize these sight words on sight. Okay, our first one will be the, 3 letters, T-H-E. We have 3 letters and we have a T-H-E. So now they're to put the letters in order to make the word the. Then we're going to go to the next one. The word is he, begins with an H and then an E. Then we go to you, Y-O-U. Next we go to in, 2 letters, begins with an I and then an N. Then our last one for this column is his, H-I-S. Then we go up here, which matches this word, for, and that's a word we're going to make here. Begins with an F-O-R. Then we go to but, B-U-T, to, T-O. A is a letter and it is also a word. And then our last word, it, I-T, I-T. Then with the kids, read them quickly. The, he, you, in, his, for, but, to, a, it.
This is a completed example. Now that kids have practiced the first 10 words in list 1, it is important that they can identify the words and read them in sentences. So this activity has kids highlight the sight words with a highlighter or a crayon in each sentence. In the first sentence, the sight words that should be highlighted are it, but, you, it. The second, he, in a. The third, the in his. And the last sentence, to the for. Now introduce kids to the second 10 words of list 1. Was, that, on, had, and, I, of, said, she, they. This is the template for the second group of sight words for list 1. Now have kids complete the word search for the second part of sight word list 1. The words in this part of the list have more letters in them, so not all sight words will be found in the word search. This is the example, and only 8 of the 10 words were in the search, so kids have to look more carefully now to identify the sight words. Now have kids unscramble the letters to make sight words. And this is the completed example. Now have kids highlight the sight words with a highlighter or a crayon. The first sentence, she, said, was, and she. Second sentence, they, on. Third sentence, they, had, of. And the last one, I, that, of. At the end of these activities, the goal is to have kids read the words with accuracy and without hesitation. The, he, you, in, his, for, but, to, a, it, was, that, on, had, and, I, of, said, she, they. When kids are ready, introduce them to sight word list number 2. Print list 2 sight words, first 10 words, on orange paper, make flashcards, and read the flashcards one at a time to kids. This is a template for the flashcards. Now have kids complete the word search for sight word list number 2, the first group of 10. Remind kids not all words will be included in the word search. This is a completed example. Now have kids unscramble the letters to make sight words. And this is a completed example. Now have kids highlight the sight words with a highlighter or a crayon for each sentence. And this is a completed example. Now introduce kids to the second sight word list, second 10 words. Print them out on orange paper, make flashcards, and read flashcards one at a time to kids. This is a template for the flashcards. The sight word search practice page, and the completed example. The unscrambled the letters practice page, and the completed example. Highlighting the sight words in each sentence, and the completed example. Now having kids complete all the activities for the sight word list 2, the goal is to have kids read the words with accuracy and without hesitation. At, up, is, some, be, we, little, him, all, her, out, have, am, down, with, look, there, as, go, then. Next, introduce kids to sight word list 3. Print list 3 words, first 10 words on pink paper, make flashcards, and then read the flashcards one at a time to kids. This is the template for the flashcards. Word search practice page and the completed example. Not all words are found on the word search. And now the unscramble the letters to make sight words practice page and the completed example. And now have kids highlight the sight words in each sentence. And this is the completed example. Now print out list 3 words, the second 10 words on pink paper, make flashcards, and read the flashcards one at a time to kids. This is the template for the flashcards. Next, the word search and the completed example. Then the unscramble the letters to make sight words and the completed example. And then highlight the sight words with a highlighter or crayon in each sentence and a completed example. After the completion of these activities, the goal is to have kids read the words with accuracy and without hesitation. Do, when, so, were, like, my, will, can, did, see, get, one, would, yes, could, what, not, them, this, me. This video focused on the first 3 sight word lists, 1, 2, and 3 out of 11 sight word lists. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, and as always, I will leave a link for the teaching templates in the description section.